Hey, Jasmine. Aren't you home yet? Gone late, don't you think? I'm starving. When are you going to get dinner ready?
Are you kidding me, Mark? I just finished work and about to get on the subway.
The subway? Does that mean you won't be home anytime soon? A wife is supposed to get home before the husband and have dinner ready. That's what a normal married life's about.
I told you I had some overtime work today. There's some leftovers in the fridge. Make something yourself if you can't wait. Besides, we're both working, and I work further away. A longer commute. How the hell am I supposed to get home before you?
That's your problem. Figure it out for yourself, for God's sake. Don't rely on me to do everything. You're the wife here.
You know what, Mark? I was meaning to tell you. Instead of trying to solve your hunger issues right about the time when I finish work, can't you shift your thought process a wee bit and prepare a meal yourself? Or just buy something on your way home?
Pardon me? Cooking meals for your husband is a woman's job. Why does the man of the house have to prepare his own meal? Jeez. My mum was able to do all the housework and cook all the meals for my dad without even breaking a sweat. Why the hell can't you do it?
Duh! She wasn't working, that's why. She was a full-time housewife. She wasn't working at the office, which allowed her to focus 100% on her house chores. Is that so hard to understand? But in our case, we both work. The best arrangement would be to both share responsibilities. That seems fair, right? We both work, we're both tired when we finish work, and want to come home and relax. Our situations are exactly the same.
I call that BS idiocy. Mum is mum. You're completely different. Don't compare the two. One thing is certain. House chores and cooking, that's a woman's job. The thought of even allowing a husband to do housework is preposterous. I always thought you were pretty level-headed, but when it comes to this issue, you're like totally lame-brained.
You seem to have forgotten all about the promise you made before we got married. We agreed to share all household chores. Or have you conveniently suppressed that?
Just stop with the BS and get home to make me dinner. I'm starving. Just hurry it up, will ya?
Yeah, I hear you. But I'm just gonna pick up something on the way home. No way I'm cooking anything tonight.
Are you kidding me? Pick something up. What did I just finish saying to you, for Pete's sake?
Even if I get home and start cooking now, you'll be eating by... let's see, 10:30ish? You okay with that?
10:30-ish? Are you out of your mind? That's like 2 hours from now. I can't wait that long.
What am I supposed to do then? You refuse to even heat up any of the leftovers or pop that ready-made stuff in the microwave. Your only option seems to be, to die from malnutrition. It's that, or I buy something on the way home. That way, you won't go hungry.
But I wanted to.
So, what's it gonna be?
All right already, but just tonight. You got that.
Yeah. Jasmine, can you spare some time? There's something I want to ask of you. Oh, hi, Mom. What's up? I know it's sudden and maybe out of line, but would you mind if I use your kitchen? Our kitchen? You want to borrow our kitchen? Yeah, I feel like an idiot. I have this party tomorrow with my friends and we're supposed to each bring something. I was going to make some of my special cookies. And what do you know? Our oven is not working. Oh, that's not good. I was just going to call the repairman and have it fixed, but was told they won't be available until Monday. That's just too late. I remember that the one at your place is exactly the same model as ours, so I know how it works. So I figured I have all the cookies ready. Just have to pop them in the oven for a few hours and then let them cool. I'll time it from when you get back from work. So if it's not a bother, I'd appreciate it. I don't mind at all, actually. The only problem is, I'm on a business trip right now, and I won't be back tonight. Mark said he was going to be pretty late tonight too, so... Oh my, that is a problem, isn't it? But you still have the spare key we gave you, right? We won't be there. If you don't mind being there alone, go right ahead and use it. No problem. Are you sure? I know you gave me the spare key just for emergencies. I really don't want to interfere with your daily routine or anything. But it is an emergency, right? You called to ask permission. I don't see a problem here at all. I'm so happy you feel that way, Jasmine. You're a lifesaver. I'll contact Mark and tell him what's up. Alright, no problem.
Hey, Jasmine, are you there? Your husband comes home and there's nobody to greet me. What the hell? I see you haven't done anything again. No household chores, no laundry, and of course, no meal. When are you ever going to learn, Jasmine? I just looked in the fridge, more leftover crap. You know I won't eat that stuff. And what's on the kitchen table all wrapped up neat and all? Another cold meal. Why am I even working? This is what I come home to after a hard day's work. Oh God, this is the worst. Has your cooking gotten worse? Figures. You haven't cooked in so long. I give this meal an F-. This stuff isn't even fit for a dog. This goes right to the garbage dumper history. Good riddance.
Is that you, Mark? Do you realize what time it is? Don't tell me you just dumped tonight's dinner into the garbage.
The stuff that was prepared for you on the kitchen table? Yeah, straight into the garbage bin. It's all your fault, Jasmine. Always weaseling out of your household chores. Cooking this crap at the last minute. I've had enough.
Mark, have you forgotten? I'm on a business trip right now.
Huh? Business trip?
Yes, the client's office is pretty far, so I was told to stay overnight at the local business hotel. I told you about this the other night. I guess you weren't listening. Which means that if I'm not there, how the hell am I going to cook or clean? You tell me, Mark.
Huh? And what was that meal?
I asked your mom to cook something for you.
You asked Mum to cook me tonight's meal?
Yeah, your mom texted me and asked me if she could use our oven. It seems hers broke down or something. She used a spare key to get in. Since I wasn't going to be there, I asked her to prepare something for you. Actually, she offered to cook for you in exchange for using our kitchen.
Wait, what?
Your mom said she texted you about it. Did you get her message? Don't tell me you didn't see it.
What, you're kidding, right? I just saw the line message Mum sent. I got a whole slew of messages from my friend and I totally miss Mum's.
Good heavens, Mark. Did you really dump the stuff your mom made? You actually tossed it all out? You're not kidding.
I was only trying to,
You really chucked it out. Your mom was super excited, She was all hyped up about making you your favorite chicken casserole. Don't tell me you threw out the stuff in the fridge too.
Wait, not that. You're not telling me Mum made that too, are ya?
Well, I sure don't remember making anything the last few days.
You can't be serious.
I'm surprised at you, Mark. I mean, you took a bite out of your mom's cooking, your favorite casserole, and you spit it out saying it tastes like crap and chuck it in the garbage? What's wrong with you, Mark? I thought you loved your mom's cooking. Has your taste buds gone haywire? Maybe it's just that you got in your head that anything I cook equals crap. That must be it. Self-induced mental whatever. Jasmine, are you texting with Mark right now? Mom? I'm really sorry about... Before you say anything, Jasmine, everything is fine. I know all about it. Excuse me? Could it be that you're still at her place? Yes, that's right. I'm at your place. I came into the place very quietly, so I think he still doesn't know I'm here. Right. Can I ask what the situation is at the moment? Before we get into any of that, there is something I wanted to convey to you. Although it may come as a total shock to you, but it's something that you need to know. I'm really sorry about this. I'm not sure what you're getting at. I was cooking and stepped out for a while to go and get some sugar and flour at the 24-hour supermarket down the street. On my way home, I spotted Mark and was just about to call out to him when he was with another woman. Stop right there, Mom. What? He was with some woman I've never seen before. He was saying goodbye to her just around the corner from your place. So I figure she lives nearby. I see. A woman, huh? I'm really sorry I had to tell you this, Jasmine. But I just couldn't keep such a thing from you. I thought you had the right to know. I hope you're not angry with me. No, not at all. I'm actually grateful. To tell you the truth, I had my doubts about him for some time now. I started to get skeptical about his actions when he started complaining about my cooking and going out drinking until late. Something he never used to do when we first got married. He's probably going about his business like it's normal, but his daily routine and just the way he's been acting, it was sort of obvious, come to think of it. I see. I'm so sorry, Jasmine. He's my son. I feel responsible. No need for you to apologize, Mom. You've done nothing wrong. You have every right to punish him. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Although he's my son, I'm on your side of this, Jasmine. We need to collect all the evidence we can get. So for now, let's go about our usual routine. Thanks, Mom. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so for now, I'll confront him about the casserole he tossed out. Give him a piece of my mind, but no mention of you-know-what. And Jasmine, get your emotions in check before you come home. Got that? Yes, I'll do just that. Thanks, Mom.
Jasmine, where are ya? You know what just happened? Mum was right there in the house. She was here all along. She even saw me throw out a chicken casserole. What am I going to do? Why didn't you say something?
How was I supposed to know? Anyway, This was all of your own making, Mark.
Come on, Jasmine. Don't say that. Text her, would ya? When she gets this angry, there's no way I can put out the flame.
I'm not a firefighter. Don't ask me.
Be friendly with her. You guys get along. She'll listen to you. Oh, come on, please. Just cool it, man. Oh, please.
None of my business. You work it out with her.
But, please.
I have a long drive back tomorrow, so I'm hitting the sack. Oh, yeah. I'm going to stop off at my folks' place on the way home, so I won't be back for the weekend.
Please, Jasmine, you can't leave me hanging.
Good night, Mark. Have fun.
Anyone pisses my mum off is going to suffer the consequences. What the hell is this? Why are you demanding compensation from me? And what's this about a divorce? When the hell did this happen? What did I do to deserve this?
You got the divorce papers from my lawyer, right? It's all in that affidavit. The compensation demands and why I'm asking for damages. Would you please read the darn thing before you start mouthing off at me?
What damages are you even talking about? What, are you accusing me of cheating on ya? You think I got another woman or something?
No use denying it. I know all about it, Mark.
Huh? Excuse me?
The woman down the street? Her husband is away on that business trip. This has apparently been going on for, what, 6 months now?
Oh, what are you talking about?
You started complaining of my household chores and cooking because of her, right? She's a housewife that you so highly regard, unlike me. You sort of made out like I should be like your mom. This wonderful super housewife, which I must admit is... But in reality, you were comparing me to that woman.
No, Jasmine, you got me all wrong.
And just so you know, your mom is well aware of the whole situation.
You kidding me?
She said she was fed up with you and said she will be staying at your sister's place for... Not sure how long. You better ask her.
Did she really say that? I don't believe it. My mum too. She's abandoned me too.
Just so you're aware, the one that witnessed you with that woman was your mom. She told me about her. No need to tell you why she's so pissed off. Well, that's all I have to say. If there's anything else, please talk to my lawyer first.
Please, Jasmine, let's talk about this.
Nothing to talk about, Mark. Goodbye. Well, it took some time to convince him, but with all the evidence, how could he not agree to the divorce? I was able to get all that I demanded for their infidelity. As a matter of fact, I just confirmed that the full amount was deposited into my account this morning. As for those two, I heard they started living together after her divorce. But they are apparently bickering constantly. The reason? Ironically, it was something to do with sharing household chores. With both of them in debt, they are evidently living in an old beat-up apartment down by Market Street, and both working day in and day out to pay off their debt. Because they were never home, their house turned into a frightful mess. What makes matters worse is that they keep demanding that the other do the housework, making the situation even worse. A real revolving door situation. I heard that the police were called on several occasions because of the heated arguments. Not a situation that could go on forever. They were eventually evicted, which was the last straw for that ill-fated relationship. Both of them apparently skipped town never to be seen again.
Insulation, mother-in-law. What? I can't take it anymore. I'll insulate you no matter what anyone says. Rebecca? Rebecca, what's wrong? I can't believe they're just going to insulate us without warning. I want a full explanation. You think I don't remember? After everything you've done? I'm sorry, but I really don't remember. If it was really my fault, I would apologize. I just need you to calm down and talk to me. Mother-in-law, you've been in my house without my permission. What? There's no point in playing dumb. The leftover dishes I made for you have been reduced, and the beer that was supposed to be chilled for the evening has been drunk without my permission. I don't know when you made a duplicate key to my house, but this is proof you have been coming in without permission during the day when I'm at work. Well, I'm working during the day too. You're probably just a part-timer, right? No, I'm a full-time employee. But I'm sure someone has been in here during the day. It's usually a mother-in-law who does this. That means they are just making a fuss without any proof. Even if the market is fixed, there may be cases where it is not. No need to make excuses. I will never give in to a wife-snoring mother-in-law. What do you mean by wife snoring? You know what? I've been rejected by you for my usual interactions with you. I'm not going to go out of my way to bully Rebecca when she refuses to interact with me on a regular basis. How's that? Well, I've already changed the locks on the house so you can't use the duplicate key that you made without my permission. Now, you'll never be able to get in anymore. I'm sorry for your loss. So I'm declaring my insulation. Goodbye forever. Mom, I'm sorry about Rebecca yesterday. She made some terrible accusations. Oh, Joey. Rebecca, what's going on? I mean, we've always been estranged and she's never been anything but a wife beater. Yeah, I know. You're not, and I know you're not. But the thing about the leftovers running low and the chilled beer disappearing, that's actually happening. I'm almost certain that someone has been in the house. It wasn't me. I know. Mom's at work during the day in the department that specializes in inside work, right? Rebecca's made up her mind to ignore Mom's alibi entirely. There's no way she could be at her house during the day. If Joey knows what he's talking about, then forget it. We won't be seeing each other for a while anyway due to the physical distance. Oh, I see. That's right. I'm kind of flabbergasted right now, so I'll just have to think about the future when the time is right. Well, if that's okay with Mom. Hey, stepmom. I thought things were finally at peace after the insulation 3 months ago. You made a duplicate key without permission again. When did you? Rebecca! You haven't called me in 3 months and now you're saying crazy things again. What's so funny? I'm sure you're going to tell me again that you were at work during the day and you didn't come over to my house without permission. But it doesn't work that way. It was you, mother-in-law, who stole my ring, wasn't it? Why are you assuming? Because I have proof. Proof? I searched your house and I found your ring in the cabinet. From my house? Because I also took pictures to prove it. That's funny. What is? I'm saying I found proof, okay? Proof that you, mother-in-law, is a thief. And that's your reply? Isn't that more strange? Don't tell me you think you can get away with it now. Well, no matter what I say, mother-in-law's guilt is confirmed. I will report this to Joey, won't I? Joey, where are you now? Huh? I'm on a business trip today. Rebecca, she's acting crazy again. Are you okay? Rebecca? She says something about me stealing Rebecca's ring. She went up to my place without permission, searched my house, and that's where she found the ring or something like that. Huh? What the hell is that? I don't know what's going over there. Do you have any idea? Yeah. You have? Actually, I haven't told Rebecca where my mom is or what kind of work she's doing. Oh, why? Well, I tried to tell her, okay? But as soon as I brought up the subject of mom, she said, "You know, me and your mother-in-law broke up," and she got so angry that it got out of hand, so I couldn't tell her. I didn't know that. Can I keep this case? Yes, you can. That's what I was trying to tell you. Okay, give me a minute. Thanks for your time. Stepmother, you've been running around without me seeing you since then. I think it's time you gave up. Well, I'm not an ogre either. The ring is back in my possession, and I'm willing to forgive you under certain conditions. Rebecca, are you still talking like that? Because mother-in-law is a thief. And what are the conditions for forgiving a thief? You must surrender mother-in-law's house to me and Joey, and you and Joey must break off your parent-child relationship and move far away. No, I've been overseas for the past 3 months. What? I've been called in to do some technical training for the overseas branch of the company I work for, and I'm going to be posted to Australia for a couple of years. Huh? You're not in the US right now? No, I'm not. It's been 3 months since I got the assignment, and I've been so busy that I haven't been able to go back to the States once. And I've been living in that house by myself since 5 years ago when my husband passed away. Now it's been 3 months since I've lived away from home, and I'm wondering why you let me into the house. What did you want the other day on text? You thought I had stolen your ring, so you came into my house to look for it and found it. You want to explain what's going on, don't you? I've asked my aunt, who is a landlord, to take care of my house when I'm away. What? Landlord? That house is a rental? In other words, Rebecca thought she owned the house. Yes. I'm not home, but I'm still renting. I didn't want to give up my familiar home, and it's difficult to manage the furniture while I'm away. My aunt also offered me half the rent for the next 2 years until I returned. Oh, You and my aunt didn't know each other at all, did you? So can you explain to me how you were able to move in? Can you explain that to me? I borrowed a duplicate key from Joey. The duplicate key that you gave her was supposed to be in my aunt's possession by now for security reasons. I don't know. Did she make the duplicate key without my permission while I was in the US? Yes. I'll have to talk to my aunt and have her change the locks. Miss Stepmother? I'm leaving this with Joey. You can talk to him about it. Stepmother, please convince Joey to stay away from the divorce. I'll let bygones be bygones. What? That was Rebecca's own doing, wasn't it? What do you mean, let bygones be bygones? What? I don't understand the nerve of you asking me, Joey's mother, for help. I heard you were having an affair. You already know all that? Of course I know. I'm a party to this. Your affair started 6 months ago. It started with the fact that you liked and wanted my stylish-looking house. At first, I was going to wait patiently, thinking that it would be eventually belong to Joey, my eldest son. I started dreaming of making out with my fling in my favorite house. I wanted to get it as soon as possible, right? Because that house was the home of my dreams. So you were going to rob me of my home. For starters, I was going to go into Rebecca and Joey's house without permission. I'd make a fuss about them running out of leftover food and cold beer. I'd blame it on me, when in fact it was the affair partners who had brought them into the house to eat and drink. And they know that too? I was still in the US at that time. 3 months later, Operation Number 2. They made a fuss about your ring coming out of my house and framed me for the theft of the ring. I was going to tell you to give me the house instead of forgiving you. because at this point he didn't know that I was an overseas assignment and that I was renting. No way, I screwed up. That's how it goes, right? Well, the plan is so sloppy that I can't even look at it, right? You don't have to say that. Well, that's enough then. Oh, you're divorced from Joey, so you're a complete stranger to me. I'd like you to be grateful that we're still texting like this. How are you going to convince him to avoid divorce? I asked you, mother-in-law, to do it, so you have to do it. I don't remember undertaking this, and I am no longer your mother-in-law. Stepmother, don't contact me anymore. The son was aware of Rebecca's affair even before the false accusation of thievery. He suspected a connection to this disturbance, so he requested an investigation by a credit agency. And the results came out. Rebecca was completely blank. I immediately filed for alimony for the affair and for my mother-in-law treating me like a thief, and the divorce was finalized. Rebecca seems to have returned to her parents' house, but they would not let her cross the threshold. She was hired as a live-in worker at a factory in the next town over. The factory manager, who was a womanizer, offered her money if she did what he said. In the end, his wife found out and she had to pay more compensation. She was fired from his job, and now that she was saddled with a large amount of debt, she quickly took a job working in the bubbles.